Today, the other guy is not here. Ram is not here, so I'm just gonna record a video. Um, it looks like, yeah, the room is empty anyway, so I'm gonna record a video answering some of the questions that I had. Um, and from last week, let's see. Let's see, can I run this as a standalone executable? I don't know if I'm going to be able to answer that one quickly. Let's maybe move to some of the ones that I'll be able to answer more quickly. What is ASDF? So I'm going to use an LLM to answer these questions. I'm going to use Claude rather than go look them up and see what I can find from search engines. I think it'll be faster just to use Claude or something. So in the context of Common Lisp, what is ASDF? How is it used? I don't know. Yeah, maybe ASDF. Maybe this is enough. So let's see what I get out of that. Another system definition facility. Another system definition facility is Common Lisp's de facto standard build system and dependency manager. It helps manage, compile, and load Common Lisp systems and their dependencies. Think of it as similar to Maven for Java or NPM for JavaScript, but for Common Lisp objects. ASDF helps define how your Lisp system's components, files, dependencies, etc. fit together and should be built. What is Roswell? That is my next question. I feel like that's probably going to be easy. Maybe I should have a space in between these so that doesn't happen again. In the context of Common Lisp, what is Roswell? And I like how it compared it to things in other ecosystems. Compare it to things in other ecosystems. I wonder if that will work. Let's find out. Also, I'm getting messages. Let's see. Yeah. I'm talking with somebody on Discord, and she is commiserating with my experience with the job hunt. Okay, so in the context of Common Lisp, what is Roswell? Roswell is a Common Lisp implementation manager and environment manager, similar to NVM for Node.js, RVM, RBEnv for Ruby, PyEnv for Python. Key features: install/manage Common Lisp, multiple Common Lisp implementations, SBCL, CCL, etc. Script installation of Common Lisp applications, cross-platform build tool, script runner for Common Lisp. It simplifies Common Lisp development and setup, and package management, especially for beginners. It's commonly used alongside quicklisp, CL's package manager. Okay, so Roswell installs different versions of Common Lisp, and then ASDF is like package.json or deps.edn. Actually, deps.edn takes on, I think, more responsibility. I don't know. But this is like for defining stuff related to a single project. Roswell is for getting different versions of Common Lisp installed. And then it sounds like quicklisp is for getting different packages from other people. In the context of Common Lisp, what is quicklisp. Compare it to tools in other languages slash build environments. Yeah. Let's see what that says. Nothing, because I typed the shortcut wrong. Let's see what it says now. This is actually helping me also understand Python a little bit better, because I feel like the different tools that are available in Python, I don't know what they do or what they're, yeah, like what each thing is for. Okay, so quicklisp is a package manager and dependency management system for Common Lisp, similar to those things. Python's pip, Node.js's npm, Ruby's Ruby Gems, Rust's Cargo. It makes it easy to download, install, and load Common Lisp libraries. quicklisp automatically handles dependencies and ensures compatibility between different packages. The main difference from some other package managers is that quicklisp typically downloads a monthly snapshot of all packages rather than individual versions, which helps ensure system-wide consistency. Oh, wow. To use it, you simply do that, I guess. I'm a little surprised by that. I would think there's probably a way to pin a version of a package so that you don't have to worry about a package that used to work not working anymore. How do asdf, roswell, and quicklisp compare to each other? I feel like I kind of know the answer to that now. asdf is a way of describing a project that I'm working on. Roswell is a way of getting different versions of Common Lisp installed and running. quicklisp is a way to get packages installed, I think. Yeah. quicklisp is a way to get packages installed. But let's see what it says. Oh, actually, Roswell. Yeah. Roswell is the one that helps get different versions. Okay. So then, why is this in the directory .roswell? Is it possible to put it there? I don't know if the LLM is going to be able to answer that. What does this code do? What is uiop? What is the main file? In a Common Lisp project, what is the main file created with asdf? What is the main file? Yeah. Let's try that. In a Common Lisp asdf project, the main system definition file typically has the extension ASD and shares the same name as your project. For example, if your project is called my-project, then the main file would be called my-project.asd. This .asd defines your project's system's metadata, dependencies, and components source files. Okay, so source files are called components. In the context of Common Lisp, what is uiop? Unix input-output portability is a portability layer for Common Lisp, part of ASDF. For Common Lisp, part of ASDF. uiop is a portability layer for Common Lisp. I guess it's part of uiop is part of asdf. It provides portable abstractions for file system operations, process control, and other system utilities across different Common Lisp implementations and operating systems. It's commonly used for tasks like path name manipulation, running external programs, and handling environment variables. Okay, cool. Um, what's your opinion of Colton? That is a question for Ram. Um, although, let's see. Colton is an interesting project. It brings Haskell-like static typing and functional programming features to Common Lisp. Its key strengths are type safety, while maintaining Lisp integration, Hindley-Milner type inference, algebraic data types. While promising, it's still relatively young and experimental. I'd recommend it for Lisp developers wanting static typing, those interested in typed functional programming in Common Lisp, but maybe not yet for production systems requiring stability. Okay. All right. Well, I feel like the LLM did a pretty good job on those questions. What about how can I run this as a standalone executable? Yeah. Let's go with, let me, I'm gonna see if I can get an answer to that. Actually, let me rm yo. Okay. Yeah. Go back here. I have a Common Lisp project. Here is its layout. Can I run it as a standalone executable? How would I run it? Right now, just to see what it does. How would I run it from the command line? Let's see, how do I want to phrase this? Can I run it as an executable? If so, how would I do that? And then separately, I want to run it from the command line just to see what it does. How would I run it from the command line right now just to see what it does without compiling it first? It into a standalone executable first. Yeah, let's try answering all of that in one shot. Let's find out. All right, so that's how I create a standalone executable. To run it without compiling, I can do that. Or if your system is properly registered, I can do that. I don't know what registering is. Make sure your ASD has a proper entry point. ASD, yes. Entry? Nope. Entry point defined in your system definition for building the executable. And, okay. Make sure your ASD has a proper entry point defined in your system definition for building the executable. Build building the executable. How do I build, or no, what would a proper entry point be? Here's my ASD. Oh yeah, I was wondering about why is it that in here we seem to have this section and then this section? At first glance, I thought this is the project and then this is the testing of that project, because this one says tests right here, but then this also says tests. So I don't know. I don't know what to make of that. Why is test here and this whole thing? But first I'll do, what would a proper entry point be? So should I include this other context? Yeah, probably. Let's include all of that context. Building an executable. Okay. Let's see what that says. Cool. Okay. Let's see what it says. What would a proper entry point be? Here's my ASD. Add build operation, program op, and entry point to your system. Definition. Okay. Program op and entry point. Entry point. Okay. Sample web app main. I'm guessing that means I should have a function named main in somewhere. Source. Oh, or maybe it just runs whatever's in this file? That also sounds plausible. Explain this code line by line. Okay. Cool. I thought I had some other code. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Uh-oh. Wait. Wasn't there more stuff in here? I'm fairly certain there was more stuff in here. Oh, there it all is. That's weird. I wonder what happened there. Oh well. Alright, so I feel like that's a pretty good answer to all of those questions. Oh, how do I deploy? Yeah, actually. Once I've built this application and this web app, what is a common way to deploy it? And I'll include all of this. Alrighty. Use systemd. I agree. Whoop. Most common on Linux. Okay. Let's see. Sample web app, blah, blah, blah. Path to app, path to your executable. Oh, right. We didn't actually try making the executable. Let's try that. Let's see what happens. Ross build that thing. Here? Yeah. unhandled condition disabled debugger mode quitting. Alrighty, I will have to ask follow up on that. Let's go back here, and to run without compiling, let's try that. See if that works. Yeah, that probably worked. Here? Yeah. So it's probably running the server now, and I could test that out, but I think I will leave that. Oh no. 0, 1, abort, exit, returning to the top level. Can I do that? Exit, can I do that? Yes, okay, cool. So it dropped me into a REPL. That's cool. Let me go back here. Or if your system is properly registered. Now I'm curious about what it means to be properly registered. What would a proper entry point be? Blah, blah, blah. How do I deploy? Use systemd file, then nginx, and reverse proxy to it. That's cool. Docker container. Okay. I'm not super familiar with Docker. The nginx setup is recommended for production to handle SSL, static files, and basic security. I'm also not super familiar with nginx, but I have a setup that works with Apache, so maybe I should go learn nginx just because it seems like what all the cool kids are doing. What is Roswell? Oh yeah, this. Why is this in the directory .roswell? Is it possible to put it in some other place? Yeah, I'm super curious about that. I have a common Lisp project. It's in the .roswell directory in my home directory. Why? Yeah. And is it possible to put it somewhere else? Here's the layout. And then I'll just reuse this. Bam. Layout. And is it possible to put it somewhere else of my choosing? Yeah. Okay. Symlinks. Yeah, I guess. Okay, so let's see what it says. Is it possible to put it somewhere else? That location is Roswell's default location for local common Lisp projects because it's automatically added to ASDF's source registry, making the projects easily loadable. Okay. Yes, you can absolutely put your project there or anywhere else. To make ASDF find your project in a custom location, you'll need to either modify that file .config slash common dash lisp slash source dash registry dot conf dot d slash 50 dash my dot dash config dot conf with tree home source. Oh, that's cool. So it actually, so I would put home, and then source. I think that's what that means. And then tree is like everything under there. And then ASDF will know that that is. I wonder if it'll probably search all of the apps that are or all of the directories that are siblings to this directory. So I don't think I want that. I wonder if instead of tree there's something like project where I could specify, instead of specifying this, I would like the parent directory, I could specify a specific project directory. But I think I will leave that there. Also, sim linking seems like I would probably just do this. Yeah, alrighty.